Hi everyone, it's Hayden here from the Pop Culture Gamers podcast, and today I've got quite a nice little unboxing video of the Sony PlayStation Classic. So for those of you who aren't already aware, this is a mini version just like the Nintendo Mini etc, but for the PlayStation. There's 20 games included on it, and to be honest, most people have been saying it's a bit lackluster in terms of what the content is. There's some real big classics that have been missed out, but I believe what you get in the box is the mini console itself, 2 controllers, and then your power lead, and also your HDMI cable, because it does connect through HDMI. In terms of what's actually in the game or on the console, there is Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, which is always a good one, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, Ridge Racer Type R4, or Type 4 rather, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal and Wild Arms. So quite a nice little collection, although there are some real obvious omissions in here. For me, one of the core games for this PlayStation era was obviously Wipeout. That's not on here at all, but also things like Lara Croft, which is really what made these PlayStation consoles stand out from the crowd really. And you'll notice the controller here, it's the original PlayStation controller style. There is no dual shock controllers on here. So anyway, let's get into the box. And as you would expect, quite a lot of packaging in here. I have not opened this, I do not know what's in here or how it looks. So let's have a look. Open it the right way. Nice little PlayStation logo on the box there. Nothing else much other than serial numbers and that sort of thing otherwise. So here it is, there's the console, and isn't it absolutely tiny in comparison to the old one? I mean, I have an old, a very old sort of PlayStation 1, which is even bigger than that is, which is quite really unbelievable. And to be honest, it is more or less about the same size as the Pi console. If you see there, it's more or less exactly the same size. The Pi case that from Retro Flag that I did a video on the other day, if you want to see about installing a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus into one of these cases, which are about £15 or so, then have a look at that video, check it out. Up here probably I'll try and put something on. Okay, so let's get back into this. And this is like real quite bare bones really in terms of what's on here. There is not an awful lot. There is a couple of USB slots actually. I wonder if the controllers are actually USB, which will be quite nice. The lid doesn't lift up unfortunately, but there we go, we can't have everything, can we? And at the back there is the USB slot and the HDMI. Then trying to see how this box is actually folded up. There we go. And there we go, 2 controllers. HDMI lead, a USB lead, and as I said before, 2 controllers which are done to look like mini versions, mini plugs of the old one. It's quite a nice sort of size. I can't remember exactly how big the original PlayStation controller was, but got a feeling something like this takes me back, especially when you compare the sort of size difference there. The 50th anniversary, sorry, 40 million anniversary version of the controller. Nowadays it's quite considerably larger than this one. Completely overshadows it, but there you go. But quite a nice little controller all in all, to be honest. Obviously the 2 trigger buttons on each side for left and right. We've got the D-pad, the select button, the start button, and all the normal keys. The one thing that it doesn't come with, and this is what gets me, and it's a modern sort of trendy thing now, is it doesn't actually come with a way to power the machine. So it's assuming that you've got a spare USB power adapter. As it happens, I have, but some people may not have. That might be a little bit of a hindrance, but I think you can buy separate ones to play on there anyway. So okay, let's have a look and see what it looks like in operation. You'll have to forgive the irony that I've put it on my Xbox One channel. Okay, let's set this up. So we've got quit the game is the reset button. We have turn the console on or off, and then virtual discs as well, so we can change the discs by pressing what was the eject button, which is quite clever. Okay. So here we go. Battle Arena to Shinden, Cool Borders 2. I mean, that would have been, you know, SSX should have been on there really. Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy 7, Grand Theft Auto. I've never played that game. Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter. That was a classic. You don't get those games anymore, it's such a shame. Tekken 3, Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. So I'm going to have a go. I'm going to have to go on Grand Theft Auto, I think. I never played this one before.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my god, the controls are really weird. It's tank movement. Wow, this is jerky. Whoa. You know, it's times like this that you really do appreciate the fact that you have modern day consoles. Listen to the quality of that talking. It's awful. Oh, I don't believe it. The actual bumper buttons switch stuff on and off. What's reverse? Y is reverse, okay. Yeah, okay, there's not good collision detection there. Oh my god. I have to admit, this is actually so jerky. It is making me feel sick. Let's have a look at another one. What was a good type? Ridge Racer. I used to play this all of the time when I used to go to the arcades. This used to be my go-to sort of game.
Real Racing Roots 99 in Helter Skelter. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go! It's starting!
Boy, this takes me back. That was a just qualifying. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other sort of ones that we have then. Like this quite neat effect, memory card and resume points. Guides. Product website. Console button guide. Okay, so we can actually see what the things are there. So let's have a look. It's in the settings. Health and safety, screensaver, power. Not much there in the settings really. Let's have a look at Final Fantasy. We'll do one more. What about a bit of Tekken?
one, fight! You win. Round two, fight! You lose. Final round. Fight. You win.
Okay, that's enough of that. So as you can see, quality of the games compared to nowadays is absolutely nothing, but quite faithful reproductions of the games. Obviously this is being done under emulation in some sort of way, but an average collection of games, I would say probably R4, Ridge Racer Type 4, Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy. That was actually quite good fun to play, as you could probably tell by how long I played, and Siphon Filter as well. I think that they're the key games on here, but there's a lot that they haven't included. Hope you've enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye!